Okay. Switches are all off position. Battery on A1 as well. Circuit breakers reset. Right, something bizarre is going on today. Well, this is something, right? I changed this because of flying late at night. I changed it on the last flight and it's kept it there. Doesn't normally do that. Worth remembering. Right.
Altitude 5800 feet. Transition level 140. Arriving and departing runway 02. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango. Tribhuvan International Airport, information Tango. 1230 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 4. Sky conditions, view at 1500 feet. Scattered at 3000 feet. Temperature 19er. Dew point 12. QNH 1017. Density altitude 5800 feet. Transition level 140. Arriving and departing runway 02. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango. Tribhuvan International Airport, information Tango. 1230 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 4. Sky conditions, view at 1500 feet. Scattered at 3000 feet. Temperature 19er. Dew point 12. QNH 1017. Density altitude 5800 feet. Transition level 140. Arriving and departing runway 02. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango. Tribhuvan International Airport, information Tango. 1230 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 4. Sky conditions, view at 1.
Niner 55, climb and maintain flight level 270.
Climb
Climate maintain flight level 270 flying Nala 55. Climb flight level
United 559 with information Tango requesting IFR clearance as flight.
United 559er, information Tango is current. Clear to Guwahati. After departure, fly radar vectors to Barbie, then is filed. Departure runway 2. Initial climb to 7,000. Departure on 122.9er. Squawk 5525.
Clear to Guwahati. After departure, fly radar vectors to Barbie, then as filed. Departure runway 2. Initial climb to 7,000 feet. Then contact departure on 122.9. Squawk 5525. United 559. 525.
United 559er, readback correct. Contact tower on 125.525.
Contact tower on 125.525. United 559. Tribhuvan Tower, United 559, ready for engine start.
Nobody is listening on 125.525.
That's what you just told me to go. One, two, one, some more now.
Royal Bhutan 361, contact tower on 118.1, take care.
118.1, Great Bhutan 361, thank you very much, bye-bye.
All aircraft, information golf is now current. QNH 1021.
Ground, 857 Kilo, ready for push and start.
Requesting facing south for Royal Bhutan 655. I think we're departing on runway 02.
Royal Bhutan 655, push and start approved. Face south.
Roger, facing south for Royal Bhutan 655.
Request IFR clearance.
Royal Bhutan 401, readback correct.
Tribhuvan, good morning. Royal Bhutan 401 at stand 7 with information Charlie requests IFR clearance to Paru.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
Khatmandu ground, Qatari 644, park this gate.
Qatari 644, say parking.
Parking at gate 3. Khatmandu ground, Tara Air 111 requesting IFR clearance to Lokpriya with information, Papa.
Victor November Kilo Tango, ground, November 13 Kilo, cancel clearance. Victor November Kilo Tango, November 13 Kilo with Yankee on the apron, looking for VFR to Victor Alpha Papa Alpha. Maintain VFR at or below 6,000 feet, departure on 125.1, squawk 5215, November 13 Kilo.
13 Kilo, read back correct.
Tribhuvan, ground, Legend 1 Heavy and Airbus 34600 with information Lima requesting IFR clearance to Anchorage, Alaska. With information Lima, parked at parking bay 6.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Tribhuvan, ground, United 559, ready for engine start.
Khatmandu ground, Tara Air 111 ready to taxi IFR.
United 559er, Khatmandu ground, push and start approved. Contact apron on 119.9er for tug assistance if needed.
Roger, engine start approved, United 559.
Royal Bhutan 401, push and start approved. Base north.
Request, push and
Idle.
Ground, Bhutan 34 Alpha Bravo, request taxi reactive.
Who is in?
Bhutan Air 34
Thanks,
Alpha.
Ryan.
Bravo. Push back and start approved. Face north.
12.
Khatmandu ground, Bhutan Air 34 Alpha Bravo, request taxi to the active runway.
Idle.
Taxis remote at my discretion. Bhutan Air Alpha Bravo.
Requesting IFR clearance with information heard. Roger, clear to Hong Kong via
52, couldn't take an engine start.
Degree 1D
Engine
departure.
responsive.
Dennis file, departure runway 2, initial climb to
Start is off.
9,000, departure on
Good boost to
120.6,
norm.
squawking 5434, the Careless Airway 0.
Careless. Airway 001, read back correct.
Right, 22
Ground,
degrees outside,
good day.
don't need to worry about anything.
3400
Ice and noise
descent
at the
8
moment.
with information Echo. Request IFR clearance to Paro. Clear to Paro via the Egress 1 Echo departure, Venice 5, departure on runway 20. Initial climb to 8,000, departure on 120.6, squawk 6432, Twitch 400. Khatmandu ground, good morning. Nepal Jet 71 at the General Aviation apron with information Golf, request IFR clearance to Paro.
There, 452, like to pick up our IFR clearance to Paro.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Clear to Paro via Degree 1 Echo departure, then as filed, runway 20, initial climb 9,000, squawk 3233. We'll call when ready to push and start to go 630.
Smooth 626, roger, call when ready to push and start.
Ground, Royal Bhutan 655 with information hotel, request IFR to Paro. Agree 1 Delta departure, runway 02, expect 8,000, departure on 125.1 and squawk 6767 for Royal Bhutan 655.
Royal Bhutan 655, read back correct. Nepal grounds, good afternoon. Delta 1855 Heavies ready to pick up our IFR clearance.
Well, this is a bit of a problem there. Putting an aircraft
Clear
in
via
something.
the IGRI-1 departure, then it's filed.
We should ignore that. I'm not going to restart
Climb
because
8000, departure 120.6, squawking 2175, Delta 1855.
Khatmandu Ground United 559 ready to taxi.
Royal Bhutan 401, contact tower on 118.5 for departure clearance.
United 559er, taxi to runway 2 at your discretion. Contact tower on 118.1 when ready for departure.
Taxi at my discretion. Contact tower 118.1 when ready for departure. United 559.
Delta 561 ready to copy IFR.
Delta 3561, Khatmandu ground. Give me 1 second for that clearance. Delta 3561, Khatmandu ground information. Lima is current. Cleared to Paro via the IGRI-1C departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain flight level 330. Departure on 125.1 squawk 5575.
Cleared to Paro via the IGRI-1C departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain flight level 330. Departure on 125.1 squawk 5575. Delta 561.
Clear to Delhi, Dark 1 Foxtrot departure, then is filed off of runway 02, initial climb 8000, departure 120.6, squawk 4564, Bhutan Air 773.
Khatmandu ground. Royal Nepal 409, requesting clearance to Hong Kong.
Clear to Paro by the Igris 1 Delta departure, then S5 departure on runway 02, initial climb to 8000, departure on 120.6, squawk 2544, Nepal Jet 71.
Nepal Jet 71, read back, correct?
Tribhuvan,
Expecting runway 20, report ready for push and start, Royal Bhutan 401. Thank you. Royal Bhutan 401, request push and start.
It's a bit bizarre sending me down this way.
Royal Bhutan 401, push and start approved.
Push and start approved, Royal Bhutan 401. Thank you.
2 hold position, caution the generic on the taxiway.
Flaps are mid. Landing lights are on now. Trim set for takeoff.
172.
Swapping over to ground. Swapping over from the ground. Khatmandu Tower United 559 ready for departure.
Contact departure in 101. Tower 17001, requesting VFR clearance to
United 559er Khatmandu Tower, runway 02, wind 040 at 4, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 02, United 559.
57, you are not clear to land.
Royal Bhutan 361, contact departure.
Contact departure, Royal Bhutan 361.
It's clear, right?
Khatmandu Tower,
Just have one
Bhutan 361, requesting IFR clearance to Paro International Airport with information hotel.
We feel full.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
Yeti Airlines 872 go around. If we 1157, you are not clear to land.
Flylink 955, contact departure on 120.6.
contact departure on 120.6, flying 955.
Khatmandu Tower, do you reach my last transmission? Royal Bhutan 261. Near to Paro International Airport, after departure, flight runway heading on to reaching 5,500 feet. After departure, contact 120.6, squad 1200, Royal Bhutan 361.
About
Royal Bhutan 361, read back correct. Ground will be on 121.9.
1.9, thank you very much, bye-bye.
112, go form.
Contact departure on 120.6.
Go, increasing power.
Departure on 120.6, departure at 71.
Brakes are released.
Osprey 447, welcome to Khatmandu. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Contacting ground, Osprey 447.
001, contact departure.
Yeti Airlines 872
Roger, over to departure, Cabin Airway 001.
Land, Lankan 123.
Royal Bhutan 401, contact departure on 120.6.
Yeti Airlines 872.
Flaps up.
Citation 68 Kilo, contact Khatmandu, approach on 120.6.
Affirmative. On departure, maintain VFR at 006,000 feet. Departure on 125.1, squawking 4664. Careless Airways 001.
Careless Airways 001, read back correct. Ground is on 121.9er, safe flight, sir.
121, Buddha, Air 612.
United 559er, contact departure on 122.9er.
122.9, United 559.
Contact ground on
Khatmandu departure United 559 with you at 5,900 through to 7,000 feet.
United 559er, Bareilly departure, radar contact, turn left heading 070, vectors to Barbie. Then own navigation, climb 9,000.
Roger, turn left heading 070, vectors to Barbie, then resume own navigation, climb to 9,000 feet. United 559.
United 559er, contact Khatmandu approach on 120.6.
120.6 United 559. Good day. Khatmandu approach, United 559 with you through 7,200 for 9,000 feet.
United 559er, Khatmandu departure identified. Good afternoon, Khatmandu QNH 1018.
Request.
QNH 1018, United 559.
I fly 1555, turn right heading 065.
Already established, ready for landing.
Dispatcher carrying 955, climbing 9,000 feet. With you. Climb Feather 240, flying 955. Climb Feather 240, flying 955.
Flying 955, say again please.
Royal Bhutan 361, contact Khatmandu control on 124.7.
124.7, Bhutan 361. Climbing to flight level 310, Bhutan 361.
Okay, roger that. Expect vectors for runway 20, copy 2H, Kodiak 3, Charlie Delta.
Kodiak 3, Charlie Delta, contact Khatmandu Center on 124.7.
Okay, over to 124.7.
Departure Royal Bhutan 401 out of 6,700, climbing 9,000 feet.
Landing lights are off. Now it's some weather in front.
Osprey 447, continue on your current approach. Maintain your current heading and altitude.
Manual approach, request flight level 290,
Bhutan 774, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Khatmandu approach, citation 63 kilo, with you at 11,000 for flight level 4.
Citation 3368, Kilo Khatmandu approach. Good afternoon, QNH 1014.
Royal Bhutan 401, confirm climbing flight level 310.
Royal Bhutan 401, climb and maintain flight level 170. Royal Bhutan 401, climb and maintain flight level 180. Royal Bhutan 401, contact Khatmandu control on 124.7. Royal Bhutan 401, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Climbing flight level 310, Royal Bhutan 401.
Royal Bhutan 401, climb and maintain 13,000.
Contact Khatmandu control on 124.7. Good evening, flying 955.
Unable, we are on the Arnav approach for runway 20. Inbound, Kilo Tango 448, Altaris 27.
Sri Lankan 1123, contact Khatmandu Tower on 118.1.
Contact Khatmandu Tower on 118.1, Sri Lankan 1122.
We'd like our final altitude today to be flight level 290, please.
Puppy 83, climb flight level 290.
290, Puppy 83.
Puppy 83, contact Khatmandu control on 124.7.
Right guys, I don't know how we're going to do with sightseeing today. It's quite cloudy. I was hoping that we might actually see Everest as we're going past, but not looking too hopeful at the moment. Hopefully the weather will break a little bit further up.
American 501 with information Victor. We're ready to pick our airfield clearance to Brown. American 501, I apologize. We request our IFR clearance to Paro.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Royal Bhutan 774, Khatmandu approach, radar contact.
Request direct IGRIS, Bhutan 774.
Bhutan 774, direct egress approved. Turn left heading 090.
090, Bhutan 774.
Osprey 447, contact Kathmandu Tower on 118.1.
Direct KT550, cleared on runway 2 approach, speed below 165, to establish runway 447. Tower 118.1, Osprey 447.
Request direct to KT820, Bhutan 261. Clear direct to KT820, climb flight level 240, Bhutan 261.
Royal Bhutan 361, climb flight level 300.
Climbing to flight level 300, Bhutan 261.
I'm going to start dropping down now, see if I can lose air traffic control for a bit. It's not really going to be safe to be going over that route over the top there. I should try and go back around the edge. I should lose the autopilot for now.
Negative, Royal Bhutan 401, you already cleared me for flight level 310, sir.
Royal Bhutan 401, negative. You are cleared to climb and maintain flight level 310.
It's okay to get over the top here at the moment, I'll keep that going.
Citation 3368 Kilo, Khatmandu approach, contact Khatmandu, control on 124.7.
Khatmandu departure, United 559, request altitude change to flight level 135.
United 559er, climb flight level 135.
Affirmative, flight level 135, United 559.
Cleared for the RNF runway 20, Altair is 27.
Altair is 27, turn right heading 045.
Stand by, Altair is 27.
1
Cherry 888, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Degrees now. So some heat on. So yeah, it's normal. Engine's good now. Pressures and temperature. Fuel is good. I thought it said 0 just now. Turn the fluid control off, won't need that going. Not yet. Right, I am going to have to increase altitude here. Khatmandu, departure United 559, request altitude increase to flight level 155.
United 559er, climb flight level 155.
Flight level 155, United 559er, roger. guys.
United 559er, contact Kathmandu control on 124.7.
124.7. United 559. Good day. Kathmandu Control, good day. This is United 559 with you at flight level 149 for flight level 155.
United 559er, Kathmandu Control, identified. Good afternoon. Osprey 447, contact Kathmandu approach on 120.6.
Contact Khatmandu approach on 120.6, Osprey 447.
Piper NMM 83 Kathmandu Control, pass your message.
-5 now, that'll soon come.
River at Lokpriya Airport, Piper Bravo, ramp 4, with information Zulu, request VFR flight from Lokpriya Airport to Mount Everest and back again to Lokpriya Airport, November Mike 83.
Helicopter 561, request direct departure north.
Helicopter 561, Kathmandu Control, pass your message. Royal Bhutan 401, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Royal Bhutan 401, request flight level 270, please.
Royal Bhutan 401, maintain flight level 270.
Planet maintaining flight level 270, Royal Bhutan 401.
Tara Air 112.
Line 10 maintain flight level 150, Tara Air 112, thank you.
Delta 561, climb and maintain flight level 310.
310, Delta 561. Helicopter 561, request direct departure takeoff.
Helicopter 561, Kathmandu Control, contact tower for takeoff clearance.
Which frequency is tower? Helicopter 561.
Royal Bhutan 401, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Royal Bhutan 401, request flight level 270.
Khatmandu approach, Tara Air 112, depart at Lokpriya Airport, IFR to Khatmandu.
Tara Air 112, Kathmandu Control, radar contact. Fly heading vectors 2, then O navigation.
Tara Air 112, roger.
Tara Air 112, climb and maintain flight level 190.
TBM Golf 6 Whiskey Bravo, continue VFR to Biratnagar Airport VNBT. Maintain current heading and altitude. Ramachep QNH 1016.
Maintain current heading and altitude to VNBT, thank you.
TBM Golf 6 Whiskey Bravo, contact Kathmandu approach on 120.6.
Kathmandu approach on 120.6, thank you. Kathmandu radar, this is TBM Golf 6 November Whiskey Bravo, request IFR clearance to Banmore. Kathmandu radar, what would that authority be, please?
TBM Golf 6 Whiskey Bravo, unable to provide IFR clearance to Banmore. Please contact the appropriate authority for IFR clearance.
Kathmandu radar, who should I speak to? What frequency, please? Golf 6 November Bravo Whiskey.
Kathmandu Control, Tower Air 112, next waypoint is Kilo Tango 660.
Tara Air 112, continue present heading to KT66. Report way decimal passage.
Okay, Squawking 3622 and ident 3 Charlie Delta.
Kodiak 3 Charlie Delta radar contact established. Say altitude and destination.
Kathmandu Control, FedEx 2345 Heavy, request flight level 360.
545, climb flight level 360.
Control, this is number Mike 83 at ramp 4 at Lokpriya Airport. Request VFR to Mount Everest and back again to Lokpriya. November Mike 8.
Piper and M83, Khatmandu Control. I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
Good afternoon to you. This is Golf Juliet Mike Romeo Hotel, 9,900 feet. Requesting IFR flight plan, please, to Darbhanga Airport. That's Victor Echo Delta Hotel.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Cleared to Darbhanga Airport. Fly direct to 2717 North, 086260 East, then as filed. Maintain 12,000 feet, squawk 2456, Mike Romeo Hotel.
Bhutan 401, maintain flight level 270.
Maintaining flight level 270, Royal Bhutan 401.
Royal Bhutan 401, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Royal Bhutan 401, negative, you already cleared me to flight level 270 and request to remain there.
Helicopter 561, tower 118.3.
Roger that, helicopter 561.
Kodiak Tree, Charlie Delta, say destination.
Lokpriya Airport for 3 Charlie Delta.
Negative, flight level 290 is requested as the final altitude.
Puffy 83, climb flight level 290.
290, Puffy 83. Please don't ask me for a higher altitude again.
9,000 feet, destination Lokpriya Airport.
Kodiak Tree Charlie Delta radar contact. Tree southwest of Lokpriya Aerodrome at 8,900 feet. Lokpriya QNH 102 Tree.
Climb and maintain flight level 190, Tara Air 112. Khatmandu approach, sorry, correction, Khatmandu control, Tara Air 112, requesting flight level 150.
Not very talkative today, Steve. Cat got your tongue? Possibly Khatmandu got your time. No, still nothing.
Delta 561, turn left, heading 100.
Delta 561 would like to cancel IFR and request flight following.
Delta 561, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Delta 561.
descend via Tribhuvan into Paro.
Out center, welcome to 61, requesting descent to 17,000.
Just get over this ridge and I'll swap the video on. See you in part 2.